Well, good evening to you. Now, first of all, I need to tell you why I am in a two-piece suit. My time is kind of limited this afternoon. I've got to go appear before a judge. I've been trying to see my daughter for like 2 years. All I'm after is visitation. It's not even a custody thing. I haven't been able to have visitation. So that's kind of been eating my lunch. And then I've got a presentation I have to do. It's a live event and it's for a local SEO company, and they want me to come in and explain how you can use social media to find targeted leads and convert those leads over to buyers, and what's happening with Google Plus and Facebook and the fan pages and Facebook advertising. And so a lot of cool, exciting stuff happening, but my time is limited. However, you are very important, so I definitely wanted to take the time out of my day to make sure I got this video done. We're on number 5, so I apologize for looking like a monkey, but truth be told, I look like a monkey a lot of days out of my life. It just happens when you reach that level in your business. Up on my screen here, I want to show you something. I've gotten a lot of emails the last couple days from people asking me about these emails, this 5-part series, and they're saying, you know, I've never seen emails written like what you've been doing with the hooks and as long as you have them, and I've gotten sucked into your story, and I want to know more, and I can't wait to see, you know, what tomorrow's email brings. And that's the whole idea, right? But at the same time, I'm not only trying to entertain you, I'm trying to provide value. There's hidden nuggets inside those stories, but also I'm trying to build trust. And that's the best way for you to get to know who I am and what's important to me and what I value most in life, right? And I'm sure by now you know that I'm not the big party guy that flies around on the, you know, the jets and is out there on the luxury cruises and living on the beach and stuff like that. I'm actually a guy that's working. I love this business. Obviously, you can see behind me, family is very important. I love my little girls with a passion. And hopefully I've given you the impression that I don't like the BS, the hype, and the fluff, and I don't like programs that are taking advantage of other people. Okay? And if I got that across to you, mission accomplished. That's what I was trying to do. So, what I want to do first is I want to prove to you that the kind of emails that you've been reading, they work. And what happens is, usually when you send out an email, you send out a short email saying so-and-so just made $600 commission or whatever, watch this video, you know, I've included a testimonial, check it out. Well, you always get unsubscribes all the time. And it's not uncommon to get like a 3% unsubscribe rate depending on the size of your list. Now I'm going to show you here on my screen. First of all, when we see these flames like this, I'm actually logged into the back office, okay? You guys are seeing the administration panel here. When we see these flames, this means that somebody is qualified to be a license holder. They are waiting for me to have the time, pick up the phone, or talk to them on Skype and tell them about our opportunity. When that happens, you get paid. If you're the one that put that person in our system, you get paid. And I'm going to demonstrate all that on the webinar. Hopefully you took the time to watch the webinar. If you didn't, I've included the link below, and I'm going to detail this whole entire system. But right now, I just kind of want to give you a glimpse that this whole storytelling process, and it comes right out of my course called Storytelling Madness. And I'm not trying to sell you Storytelling Madness right now. I'm trying to teach you about the license rights. But this process works. And when you get leads in this funnel, it works. And they love those stories. And I'm going to come down here. I'm going to click where it says View All Activities for the Day. And I want to show you, usually what you see is you see open, open, click link, open, open, click link, unsubscribe, click link, open, open, unsubscribe, unsubscribe, click link, open, open, unsubscribe. You know, a typical autoresponder. But you're going to see very few unsubscribes on this page. Okay, you see a lot of opens, you see a lot of click links, a lot of opens, click links, open, 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 open. Now, this lady right here opened up number 4, and this was a recap. This was the last video I did, which it was pretty heartfelt, and that's where I had the whole dance theme, whatever. Maybe that was just too personal for her. Maybe that was just too overboard. I'm not quite sure, but she actually did opt out, okay? So I'm being very honest with you here, but that's okay. If you go through here, we see that there are a ton of opens, and a ton of people clicking the links. And now I just sent out the final email this morning that has the link for the actual webinar. So I already know what's going to happen. I know the kind of conversions I'm going to get, but what you have to understand is this here, it works. This whole storytelling process, this 5-part series that I put you in, it works. It builds trust. People have reached out to me on Skype. I'm kind of nervous doing this, but I'm going to go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and open up, I'll just go ahead and do a search for Skype. Okay, and if I come over here, there was just some the other day. Do you see this person right here? Can you add me to Skype? This person right here, can you add me to Skype? Skype call. Here's one from this lady right here. This is in regards to Skype. Okay, these are all people that want to reach out to me on Skype and they want to learn more about this opportunity. So we have people that are opening emails, they're learning about our opportunity, and then we have people that are filling out the surveys. When they qualify on that survey, then we get the flames. Then my phone team, myself, and everybody else affiliated will actually get on the phone, get on Skype. We'll do everything we can to convert those leads to a sale for you. And then on top of that, we have the Google Hangouts, and we have the webinars, and we have the videos like I'm shooting now. And this is the entire sales funnel. You're witnessing it firsthand, okay? So hopefully you read the email down below. Now, I'm trying to think if I have anything else I need to show you. And I don't think I do. I think everything is here. I think you clearly understand what this system is doing. And I could go through pages and pages and pages, and you can see where people have actually clicked on these emails. See, here's 4 or 5. And you see open, 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 open. Now here's one where somebody opted out. And again, opt-ins and opt-outs aren't a bad thing, okay? But it's very few and far between. We don't have a lot of opt-outs happening. Now there's something else you have to consider. There's also a lot of people that have put themselves, a few different times in the system, and so they get 2 of the same email. And so when they contact me, I say, well, the best thing for you to do is just click the opt-out on the email, and then you're not getting 2. So that could be happening here too. Maybe we don't have any opt-outs happening. But as I scroll through these pages, you will see that these are very good conversions, and people are very happy. They love this series. It provided a lot of value, and this series is now in the sales funnel, okay? So we just go through, and you can see exactly what's happening, okay? That was number 3, number 4, and people had never actually seen an email series like I sent out. So it was very effective, it worked very well, and I just wanted to show you that because I got a lot of questions from people and they just weren't sure what the results are, but you're seeing the results. And I open up the system all the time. I open up the system, the license holders, I show the leads how this works. It's a very powerful system. We track everything that happens. We know every email that's open. We know every link that's clicked. Not that we're spies or we're invading on somebody's privacy, but we're studying their behavior and we're determining what they're interested in and what direction we need to go with them. Maybe we need to be a little softer, maybe we need to be a little aggressive, maybe we pinpoint exactly what they're interested in and we provide more value, okay? That's what we do. That's the power behind this system. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and conclude the first part of this video, and I'm going to come back over to the actual camcorder. I'm just using my Logitech camcorder here, guys. I'm not even, it's just, I'm not even making a big deal out of it. We'll talk about that email, and then I think we will wrap up this series. So I'll see you in just a minute. Okay, guys, so I couldn't take it no more. I had to take my coat off. It was too hot. Matter of fact, I'm like my worst enemy, right? Like the tie's too tight and everything else. I want to make sure that I was on time for this deal. Obviously, you don't want to be late with the judge, right? So, yeah, 5 emails. And if I was on a webinar, I'd ask you guys, did you get a lot of value? What was your greatest takeaway? There's some things in there. It's not easy to share, and people think I'm crazy. Like the majority of people, I had people like contact me on Skype last night, on email, saying, "Wow, I cannot believe, how open you are and how transparent you are." And yeah, That's just me, right? And then there's other people that are like, I don't care to hear about your kids and your marriage and everything else. I want to know how to make money. I want the money, right? Show me the money. So, hey, I'm going to show you how to make money, but go get on one of those other systems, because I don't like your attitude. I like people that are going to be an asset to my business. I like people that I know I can work with, and I don't want to be just focused around money, and I don't want to be around people whose number one goal is money. I want to be around people that want to get to the position where they can quit their job, and I want to be around family-oriented people. I want to be around people that have value. I've said it a million times. I don't like the fluff and the hype. I've been in this business before the fluff and the hype days, right? It makes me sick. And if you look at all my products, I never ever promise to make anybody a millionaire. I don't play those games. I never will. And frankly, you don't have to have a successful system just based on fluff and hype. If you're honest, transparent, you provide value, and you actually show people that you're here to make a difference, then you can have a successful system. Now, the systems that are based on fluff and hype, yeah, they're out there bringing in 30, 40,000 affiliates, but they're burning through just as many every month because they get them on the fluff and hype, and those people get in there and they realize, well, this isn't what I signed up for. And trust me, like the email says, I was the top of some of those systems. I was on the leaderboards, right? Doing multiple 5, 6 figures a month with some of these systems. And I didn't know how to address the people below me. Yes, they were paying me and they were making this money for me, but I didn't know how to help them, and it was killing me. At one point, I actually started giving away some of my products, and I started saying, well, here, I want to show you how to implement storytelling in your sequence. Instead of building them a list, right? Instead of building those product creators a list, build yourself a list. Your list is going to become your asset. Now, obviously, back then, a list was an asset. Today, as you read my email down below, the game's changed a little bit. Google's kind of ruined that for us. But I was showing them how to shoot a simple little video like I'm doing now. No, it doesn't have to be a 20-minute video. It could be a simple little 1 to 2 minute video. I was showing them how to put the video out there on YouTube and MetaCafe and Facebook and all those other sites and bring in leads, right? I mean, I was teaching them all this. I taught them a really cool trick using the Warrior Form. And it was because I tried so hard to get them to succeed, but they weren't going to succeed with that business model. That business model was not set up so that the product creators were taking care of everybody else. The product creators were taking care of their own pockets, and they were taking care of the pockets that were right below them to make sure that these people here always live that lifestyle. They always were out there on the fancy cruises and the luxury jets and, flying all around the world. And yes, you can have this lifestyle. You can quit your job today. They have to take care of those because this here is the backbone of the whole entire system. That is the fluff and hype. That is what sells the system. Without this, there's no system. There's no sale, and it has failed. They have to have this. This is the assets. Now, I don't have that in this system. I don't have the fluff and hype. And I don't care if we do millions of dollars or, if we don't sign up 30 or 1,000 affiliates. I don't care. That's not what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is longtime partners and people who have values. And frankly, I want people who despise these kind of systems. That's what I'm after, okay? My system is not based off this hype, fluff, and crap. That's what it is. Instead, it's based off relationships, integrity, foundational building, honesty, total transparency. What I'm doing right now, it sells. People trust me. I've let them in. I've opened the doors. I've let down my walls. I've shown them that I'm just like you. I'm not a guru, okay? I simply leverage the internet to make money. That's it. I'm not a movie star. I'm not a pop star. Right? A lot of these gurus, they claim to be, you know, this big star. Whatever, dude, you make money from the internet. That's what we do, okay? There's no difference between me and there's no difference between you. I've just been in this game longer, and through this game, I've seen all the evolutions of the internet. I've seen the hype, I've seen the BS, I've seen the product launch phase, I've seen the email marketing phase, right? And now I'm witnessing the whole social media and the Facebook advertising phase. And now things are starting to trend even more. And now we're going into high ticket, you know, like coaching, webinars, live events. And now we're starting to see like $25,000 and $50,000 tickets, right? And that's where the trend is going now. And after that, I mean, that's going to last for a couple years, and then there's going to be something else. I mean, there's always something out here, and when you learn how to leverage those systems and those medias, then you can definitely monetize. Webinars, I've made a lot of money with webinars, okay? You can do the same thing. Can you actually shoot a webinar promoting the license opportunity that I had in the webinar presentation I gave you in the email? Yes, you can. Can you create a video talking about Chad Nicely and all his different products? You could actually create a video for each one of our products. You could create a video for Authority Blog. You could create a video for Storytelling Madness. Let me just give you an example, and I'm flying off the hip here, right? Okay, I don't have, nothing's rehearsed. I'm just talking like I do. But you could simply do a screencast. You can open up your emails and you can say, look at this email. This is the longest email I've ever received in my life. But I went through the email and all of a sudden I discovered I was hooked. Now, I'm a person that typically doesn't like reading emails, but the subject line grabbed me right off the bat. And if you notice in the subject line, it always says part 1 of 5, part 2 of 5, part 3 of 5, and that was very effective for me. But as I went through this email, I discovered that there's a process, and Mr. Nicely leaves hooks in here, and you know, he follows this blueprint in his emails, and it sucks me in, and I can't wait to see tomorrow's email. And I've learned to create emails just like this myself. I used it with a course called Storytelling Madness, and then you would have a link to Storytelling Madness, right? Or you would have a link to your lead capture page. If you guys didn't watch the webinar, you really need to watch the webinar. Now, that's just one example of how you can do that. Now, you can take that same video, the same concept, you could create 100 different videos talking about using storytelling in your online business, in your email marketing, right? On your blog, okay? You can do all that. You can take Authority Blog. You can go through there. You can spend one weekend, go through that 21 module course, write down everything that you've learned. And then what you can do is you can shoot a video for every one of those strategies. You could say, okay, so today I'm going to teach you how to use content clustering on your blog. And you could do just a simple 2-minute video, and then you can say, if you want more information, if you want to learn how to set up a real Authority blog like the bigwigs are doing, here's the link below. That link could take them to Authority Blog. It could take them to your lead capture page. They could first fill out your lead capture page and then be taken to Authority Blog, right? So many different things we can do here. You could go and you could review product launches. You could say, hey, you know, I watched this webinar with Chad Nicely, and he just, you know, let me behind the curtain on these product launches, and it wasn't what I thought it was. And you know, all these guys, they're claiming to make 6 figures or whatever from a product launch. Let me show you what I learned. And then you could go and you could say, and this is how easy it actually is to have a product launch. You can go create a software. You could create a WordPress plugin, right? And then if you want to learn more detail how to create these plugins, you can talk to my good friend, my mentor, my partner in crime, Chad Nicely. He's got a course right here called the 6-Figure Plugin Blueprint. You have your link there. That link takes them to the lead capture page. It takes them to 6-Figure Plugin, right? That's just a strategy with video, guys. If you don't like doing video, and I Am Video Creation teaches you how to create videos without even, you know, putting on a tie, putting on nice clothes, putting your face on camera, talking on camera, right? You can do it all with slides, okay? You can hire somebody to do it for you for very cheap, right off of Fiverr. But if you don't like doing videos, then Authority Blog teaches you how to take all that information and put it into a post, right? So write posts about the different products inside the license. What you have to understand is all that is doing is opening doors to get people in the license, and then you leave it up to me. You leave it up to the videos you're watching. You leave it up to that email series you just went through. You leave it up to our Google Hangouts, our webinars, our Facebook groups. You leave it up to me on the phone, on Skype. If I was doing a screen share right now, and I don't think I can, if I click record screen, I don't think it'll work, I would show you that I have people over here contacting me on Skype right now. I see that there are 4 people that are all interested in the license rights. Now, I didn't put those people in the system, at least I don't think I did. My license holders put those people in the system. So when I'm done with this call, I'm going to spend a couple minutes and see what I can do to help them, make sure they got the link to the webinar, and then I'll do what I can before I have to leave and go before that judge. But you know, that's all things that are working in your favor. That's how this system works, okay? So there's lots of ways to get eyeballs to the page. I just gave you a couple strategies. The easiest one is to do what I do, and you go out there and you pay for clicks. And you tell the person that's delivering those clicks, here's a link. I want you to give this link to your subscribers. Okay, and so when they click that link, they get taken to your lead capture page. Then they see our different products, they see our opportunity. They go through the same exact sales funnel you are going in right now. Everything you have done from the time you opened up the page. Now think about how you came into this sales funnel to start with. What link did you click? Were you watching a video? Did you click a link in an email? Did you see something on Facebook? Where did you click the link that took you to the page that says, tell us about your income goal? Okay, I want you to think about that. Where was that done? Because you can be doing the same thing. And from the time you clicked that link, what happened? You filled out your income goal, you filled out your email, you're now inside of our sales funnel, right? And then the next thing that happened is you were either presented with a page that showed you our different products, okay? We have it to where it'll rotate the different products, or you were shown a video where I simply said, look, I'm not going to sell you a thing. Instead, I want to build trust with you, and right now, all I want you to do is click that link below to take that survey, okay? And then from there, you got put in this 5-part series, and that's where you're at. Now, hopefully you took the time to watch that webinar. That is the next step for you, because I explained how the whole entire sales funnel works. And hopefully you took us up on reflections and you've gone through reflections, because not only did I tell you on the webinar how it works, in reflections, I went into tremendous detail how this sales funnel works and how it's beneficial to you. In addition to that, I expanded on my story. I told you a little bit more about the things I hinted on in these emails. Why? Because people love this. Don't ask me why. But go to the supermarket and look at the tabloids, right? America is obsessed knowing who's dating who, who's in love with who, who's cheating on who's divorcing who, right? Look at all those TV shows out there, The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, you know, I don't know why. But America is obsessed knowing these things, okay? You don't have to admit it, but I will tell you, most of the people that read those emails, they want to know more. They've sent me emails. They've said, what's going on with your kids? Have you finally got to see your daughter? You know, did you move on? Are you going to marry the girl over there on the East Coast? I mean, they want to know more. And that's okay. I'm an open book, right? But understand, if you can bring that into your marketing strategy, if you can give people what they want, then why not? And I don't have everything on autopilot. If I did, I wouldn't have to shoot these videos, right? I wouldn't have to talk to people on Skype, and you know, I wouldn't have to be doing webinars and hangouts every week and stuff like that. It's not autopilot. Autopilot systems only work so far. The reason why it's not autopilot is because I'm always changing things up. I'm always adding new products. I'm always adding new funnels. I'm always shooting new videos, right? It keeps it fresh. There's never a time where they're going to keep seeing the same page over and over and over, right? I'm very involved in this program. I'm always refreshing it so that it converts for you, okay? So that's kind of a recap of what's happening here with the license rights. I think you guys understand what a sales funnel is. I think you understand that you are right in the middle of the sales funnel. And hopefully you understand the value of how this program works. Whether or not you can participate in it right now, that's okay. You're going to come across this program again at some point. You're going to see that lead capture page that says, what's your income goal? And you're going to say, ah, that's that guy's program that had that bright orange tie and sat there and did that powerful series for me, right? And maybe at that point, you're in a better position. But keep going through the funnel. Even if you don't invest, keep going through the funnel. Watch what we're doing. From the time you entered your name and email to the point where you're getting this follow-up series, now I'm going to get you in a webinar. Watch what happens next. Watch how we do these Google Hangouts. Watch how we sell the system without selling a thing. Watch what we do on that webinar. Watch how I tell you the minute you enter that webinar, here's what you can expect. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to show you a history of how I got in this business, how from the get-go I was out there making money with a system. I'm going to tell you about how I lost $100,000 in my business. I'm going to show you the sales funnel that's been in place for the last 10 years that all the marketers are still using today. Then I'm going to let you in on the exact sales funnel that I am using in my business that has given me that six-figure income every month. Okay, watch what I'm doing there. Follow that strategy, because you can do the same thing. This is how we learn. I take things that work and I implement them in my own business. Everything you're watching right now, it works. So even if you don't want the license rights, that's okay. You can take everything that we're doing here and you can implement it in your own sales funnel, in your own business. Now, that brings up another point. It is very important that you are out there building your email list. Even though the email list is not as effective today as it was yesterday, and trust me, it's not. It's still a very powerful asset in your business and you can still make a lot of money, okay? Now, you are going to learn how to drive leads into this funnel and then we take over the selling process. I already told you that. I think you get that. However, what if I told you that if any given point you said to me, Chad, I have spent hundreds of dollars bringing leads into this funnel. Yes, I appreciate you converting those leads to me into buyers. Is there any way I could have a copy of my leads? I'm going to tell you absolutely, and I do it all the time. I have license holders all the time that yes, they are driving leads in the funnel. Yes, we are targeting those leads as theirs. So when that person decides to buy, that license holder gets a commission. But then on top of that, they're coming to me and they're saying, hey, can I have a copy of my leads so that I can market them as well? And what I do is I log into this system here, I click this export button, and I send them a spreadsheet with all of their leads. And you can take those leads into most autoresponders, not all, but most autoresponders, and you can market them yourself. You can market them further with Legacy. You can talk about Legacy and what it's done for you and the things that you've learned and the storytelling and setting up authority blogs, creating WordPress plugins, how you learn to create, videos with IM Video Creation, with Tube Catalyst. You can talk about the new Photoshop marketing that we just added to the license, right? You can talk about all that stuff, but you can do it on your own. So now you have me over here handling the marketing for you, but now you're over here marketing your own leads as well. And you can market them anything. I don't care. If you want to go out there and market other internet marketing products to them, I don't care. It's your list, your leads, okay? We are here to help you succeed. There's no tricks, there's no gimmicks here, all right? I'm very hands-on. I'm using this system in ways it was never intended to be used for because I want to make sure that you succeed with this business. Okay? So, I think I've gone on long enough. I got to get over there to my appointment. I am I'm 20 minutes away, so I don't want to be late for that judge. Do me a favor, click the link below this email. All right? I've got the webinar replay. Matter of fact, maybe I'll just put it right below the video. I want to make sure you get to that replay. Let me know if you have questions. Hit me up on Skype. It's chad.nicely. I'm here to answer your questions, okay? Any questions you have, we can talk. If you get a free strategy session out of it, good for you, okay? That's okay. I don't let the small things get to me. Watch that webinar and then take the time, download Reflections. Now, I will tell you that Reflections has been updated recently, so if you don't have a copy that goes into great detail and shows you the lead capture pages and all that other stuff, click that link again. Okay, because Reflections was just updated like a week ago. And it went from like an 80-page packet to like 135 pages. So it's pretty big now. and you definitely want to have that because we've added a ton of value in there. Okay, so thank you so much for participating in these email series. Thank you so much for your comments. Oh, and one more side note. When we released these first couple series and we did the follow-ups on the video, we did the recaps, we didn't have the comments turned on inside of our blog. So people were emailing me saying, well, I can't seem to leave a comment. All of the comments are now on. Okay, so you can go back to each one of those recaps, click the link, and you can leave a comment, and I will actually respond. And if you don't have time to do it, that's cool. I understand too. I just can't thank you enough for going through this series. Definitely get a lot of value out of this webinar. I think you'll enjoy it. I try to keep people pumped up. We have a good time because this business is fun, right, guys? So give it all your best. I'll see you here real soon. I'll keep shooting videos. I'll keep telling you about the system and other opportunities. It's all about value. If I can provide value to you, I'm going to do it. So remember, give it 110%, face your fears, and keep dancing, baby. I'll see you next time.